Do I have a drink to share with you or what? Oh my gosh, the Passion Colada Mojito, sometimes known also as the Illegalito because it is so good it should be illegal. Now this is the meeting of so many great worlds. The pina colada, what a great cocktail. Even a bad pina colada is pretty good. A fresh, real pina colada, amazing. Coconut and pineapple, that is colada. Now passion colada, we're adding passion fruit to the coconut and pineapple. Passion fruit, kind of think of it as the bacon of the cocktail world. Add a little bit of passion fruit to almost any cocktail, it's just gonna make it better. It's exotic and has this beautiful acidity to it, and it's amazing, and it's like adding a beautiful perfume, that little extra kind of note. All right, so we've combined the best world of a pina colada with passion fruit and a mojito. This is a cocktail that also we can do as a nojito, and a nojito is simply a mojito without the booze, and it's gonna be exactly the same. The only difference with a nojito is no rum, and you're gonna serve it with a bendy straw. The bendy straw is kind of our internal communication to our guests and to ourselves that it is a non-alcoholic drink. But we're gonna do the boozy version because I've kind of feeling a little rum vibe right now. All right, so this is gonna be a long drink. A long drink is something that's served in a highball. It's meant to be delicious and refreshing. Mojitos are really quintessential. Now the mojito began back in Havana in Cuba, and this was a way to make a more rustic rum 100 to 200 years ago, a little bit more palatable. And the fresh mint just, I mean, you smell mint. Let's talk about mint for a second because it just makes you think fresh, delicious. You think about you're in a hot climate and a mojito, I mean, sitting at iPic at Tuck, North Miami Beach, having one of their amazing mojitos, absolutely incredible. So that's really where, again, the mojito, going back to Cuba, going back to Havana, the classic mojito, mint and lime and rum, a little bit of soda, delicious. We're just taking that to the next level of pulling in all these other amazing ingredients. All right, so actually, you know, let's go back to the mint because I love mint and it's something that is very important. So look at this mint, how beautiful it is. And notice there's just a little bit of water in the bottom, with beautiful, bright, fresh green leaves. And we have a whole process. We take the mint leaves, when they're fresh, we put them upside down in ice water for about 15 minutes. And then we just get the beautiful, the manicured, I call them the Gourmet Magazine cover quality mint sprigs. And we cut the stems at a diagonal so they can pick up fresh water and really be beautiful. And they're put in this martini glass. It's actually hot water. It starts at the bottom. And they go from cold to hot water. They suck that up, and you have these beautiful mint leaves. Now, you'll notice one other piece of that prep when we do those mint, and there's a separate training module just on the mint. These are all the mint leaves. So from the bottom of the stems, we've removed those, and they go in a deli with a seafold towel, which is a white paper towel that we use in our hand sinks. It's kind of shaped like a C when you open it up. A little bit of cold water on that. That goes right on top, and that's going to keep our mint leaves really, really fresh. So that's going to be super important because you've got to have great fresh mint if you're going to make a good mojito. Because mojito, it's all about the mint. All right, so we are going to take our highball glass and we're going to fill it generously, 1/3 full, just kind of loosely full of those mint leaves. It's about a dozen to 15, but again, about 1/3 full. It's going to be about perfect. All right, even a touch more, no problem. Now, next, 15 mils of lime juice, and this is our cold pressed lime juice from Ripe. And a reminder there, cold pressed means that it wasn't pressed where the juice got hot. It's cold, it keeps it nice and fresh. And just think about juice bars when they're saying cold press, more vitamins, more freshness, more flavor, and that's something to really be proud of. We actually pay $225 for a 5-gallon bib or a 5-gallon box of our lime juice that we have on tap at our cake room. So, I mean, this is some expensive stuff, but it's the best. I mean, we're iPic, that's what we're all about. So 15 mils or half an ounce of our lime juice. And now 15 mils of our mule mix. And that is 3 parts homemade from scratch ginger syrup and 1 part of, again, our cold pressed lime. And that's gonna give just a little bit of notes of a little freshness from the lime, a little bit of kind of spice, a little bit exotic from the ginger. Not really the lead ingredient, we don't even mention it, but that ginger just, it's like salt and pepper, it kind of brings out so many other flavors. Now, Passion Colada. This is really the secret spice, the secret ingredient, if you will. Perfect puree of nothing but coconut, pineapple, and passion fruit. Puree that all together for us. And it's really an incredible product because it's using the best of the best. It's frozen, so year round we're able to have this exotic cocktail for our guests. Now this is going to be quite generous, 60 mils. So that's a full 2 ounces. That's to the top line inside of our metric standard iPic jigger. And stuff is amazing. All right, so that is going to go in now. And now we're going to add our booze, Bacardi rum. Bacardi really made white rum, they put it on the map in Havana from a quality standpoint. Really makes a quintessential mojito. 45 mils, or an ounce and a half of our rum. And now we're going to fill this to the top with ice. Now our soda water, the club soda is going to add a bit of spritz, kind of lighten it up because some richness in there. You've got the rum and you've got that coconut and pineapple and passion fruit. And now you'll notice that all of the good stuff is right at the bottom here. So what we're going to do, this is a process called rolling the cocktail. Rolling the cocktail. So I'm simply going to pour the entire contents in there, and it's going to go back in the same glass that I built it in. Pour that right in because you want all that mint. And now you see the mint from the top went all the way to the bottom. Beautiful. And you might need to add just a tiny touch more ice. Perhaps a tiny little splash of soda, just so it's full. You want a nice generous pour. You don't want it kind of overflowing, but just you want to have that guest kind of feel that value. And it's such a delicious drink. You want them to really indulge in every last sip. Now, our pineapple. Now, when you're cutting your pineapples, leave the leaves on. Leave that whole top thing because it gives you something to grip onto. The pineapple can get a bit slippery, and if you chop that off, it's very hard to have a good handle on it. And you'll notice as we cut this, I've cut it at kind of little angles going towards the core. Now, the middle of this pineapple, that's an inedible core. The core you really don't want. You want to cut around it. So by cutting in those slices and also having the leaves to hold on to, I've got a really nice safe grip, then it pops out and you have these nice wedges of pineapple. Now what we've done is we've taken those wedges, we cut each wedge in half, and notice where the slice is very close to the skin. That's where it's quite strong. If you slice it towards the middle of the fruit, it's not nearly strong. Sometimes it'll kind of fall out the glass, but right there towards the edge, it's nice and firm and strong. And then I also pulled some of those pineapple leaves. The pineapple leaves are a great garnish. They're really fun. It can be a little bit of a stir stick and just kind of reminds the guests, this isn't like something come out of a can. This is fresh pineapple. This is iPic, all right? You know what I mean? So that's our pineapple leaf. So this is going to be part of our garnish. That pineapple leaf, it's going to go right in the back. And see, I mean, people like to play with their food. And so it makes a great natural stir stick, essentially. And it also reinforces we're using fresh, real stuff here. Now we're going to put one of our pineapple wedges on the side as well. Now notice the skin on the outside. We don't want that skin going inside. But this also, by having the skin still on, a little bit more rustic, a little bit more natural, but also when the guest picks it up, it's very easy for them to eat. If it was just a plain pineapple, it can get a little bit slippery. So that is going on in there. This drink is what I call excessively garnished. Just, hey, I mean, it's a Passion Colada Mojito. It's tiki, it's fun, it's island, it's, let's have some fun with it. All right, now, our mint. And again, remember our beautiful fresh mint. You want this on the bar top. It's gonna help you sell your cocktails. We're gonna take a couple of really nice sprigs here. And we've got to wake it up because all that flavor and aroma is trapped in these little cell walls inside of those mint leaves. So I'm going to place that in the palm of my hands. I'm going to connect with my inner desperate housewife. Boom! All right, so I slap that. It's going to pull out all those aromas. I mean, it just smells like a mint garden right now. This is going to go right inside. All right, very nice. And now, who doesn't like an umbrella? I mean, a drink with an umbrella. Come on. All right. So, a couple little things on our umbrellas. Now, you'll notice there's a tiny, tiny little red band. That's just keeping it nice and safe and clean as they can transport it to us. You're going to take that off. Now you're going to open up just like a little umbrella. But you'll notice on the bamboo stick here, there's a little teeny, teeny, tiny, itsy-bitsy little band there. And when you push that up, just like patio. It's going to keep your umbrella right on top. All right, now this, you're just going to skewer this bad boy into your pineapple. So, I mean, this literally, it's a party. I mean, look at that. That is our Passion Colada Mojito, sometimes known by regulars as our Illegalito. If you skip the rum, you're going to call it a no-hito, and incredible. So cheers, and have fun selling these.